Mary Tyler Woodruff! What? Daddy? That's my computer!
You were quite correct, but you did say I could send emails, didn't you? I was, and then her video suggesting
You were
sex
spying! You deliberately checked my
If you
personal
wanted to hide it,
account!
why didn't you not at least minimize it?
Daddy, I mean, Pops, you should have turned it off immediately. I am 15 now with certain rights. This is infringement of those said rights. Do I need to reiterate that I am a freshman at Columbia and should even be afforded more liberties and respect?
I asked you not to go on blatant sex sites, albeit your research. And the school would have notified me if your assignments were not age appropriate. Son, you are too young for this type of endeavor. Several weeks ago, when Nanny Gertrude, who you loved, retired, you asked me not to replace her. Maybe I should reconsider.
No! No, you said don't go on specific sex sites. This wasn't specific, just blatant.
Is this part of your need to fit in because of your disability?
Perhaps. But, Daddy, I want to get laid.
I appreciate your honesty. But don't you think it's more than that? You're a bright young man who can easily control those carnal feelings. And Zach, we have an honest relationship. I asked you not to go on those sites.
You may have asked me, but I didn't necessarily agree.
You nodded.
No, I didn't. I didn't nod. It was just a grimace, and then I inadvertently moved my chin.
I could live without going on those sites.
Give me a break. Some Friday nights when Nanny Gertrude stayed over. You were out all night. And I know you weren't doing this square dance in Sheridan Square.
How do you know?
I have been aware of your condom supply and its depletion for some time. I wanted to emulate you, so I took some.
It's quite correct that you're at least thinking of consequences, but we should discuss the ramifications more. Zach, taking my property is theft.
You want your son to get an STD? Syphilis, chlamydia, gonorrhea, and herpes are in every proportion in New York. Not to mention, the HIV rate increases exponentially each year.
What is it you're trying to accomplish?
Pure ecstasy laced with euphoria.
You may talk like an adult, but there is much more to consider.
Well, hopefully I will be able to offer more empirical knowledge once I have succeeded.
Is this about, are you ready for next month? Your life will be different. We've been anticipating it for a long time. Why did you wait till, why is this coming? Zach, okay, baby, okay, sweet, honey, okay.
Daddy, I'm sorry. But can I be human once? I'm tired of feeling like some kind of experiment that seemingly never goes right. You know, I go every day to that clinic. Every day. And nothing ever seems to get better. I'm not even 100% sure that the electric impulses implanted will even work. You know, all the normal guys are having sex.
Zach.
Why can't I, for once, be normal?
You are normal. You have a disease. You do mostly what they do. You were in college at 15, 3 years ahead. That should give you pride. And you're an accomplished diver.
Yes, they look at me as if I were a freak.
I don't know. You won medals both in high school and now college. It would concern me if they weren't watching for ticks when you were on top of a diving board. The procedure works. I know it works.
So do my sexual urges.
Part of me knows I can't force you not to have sex. I can only suggest it. But it seems obvious to me that you're escaping from the emotional pain of having Tourette's syndrome and not quite fitting in. Look, this is going to turn the noticeable tics into mild movements, hardly noticeable.
My mother emailed you.
So in other words, the conversation is ended. Are you gonna have sex?
You're changing the subject.
No. Just the two. One perhaps 6 months ago and the other 2 months ago, as I told you. All I know is she's living back again in New York and wants to perhaps meet you.
Well, that's not gonna happen. I mean, who needs a mother when I have a father who's gay? Stanley Goldfarb says that gay fathers are really like mothers anyway.
I respect that you don't want to see her, and I told her the truth as you asked, but I should not have denigrated her so much. I was being too overprotective. And kid, I don't wear heels.
But you dream about it.
Only if they're Manolo Blahniks. Listen, I'm tired. I have an early meeting tomorrow with 2 six-figure donors about my campaign for senator. You should go to bed too. Listen, if you want to meet the mother, I will support you and even accompany you. And if you want me to go back to the clinic with you every day again, I will.
Well, obviously there are reasons why I shouldn't see her. Daddy, you're welcome to accompany me, but I know you're busy, so just sometimes it's okay.
Go to bed.
Love you, Daddy.
Ditto.
Stop! Stop! Can't you just stop? Hello, baby. Hello? Hello? Is this? Yes, this is Zach. Oh, I sound like someone you used to know. Oh, I live on West 10th Street by the old firehouse. We have a condo on the 6th floor. Yes, how did you know the address? Oh, right, there aren't very many 6th floor buildings on West 10th and Greenwich. Apartment 6W. Well, too bad you can't come. No! Wait, don't!
I live close.
My father's in late sleeper. We gotta be quick.
What? Get your hands off that woman. She's your mother.
You okay, little dude? Damn. Oh, God. Oh, you're bleeding. Oh, it doesn't mean it. She's sick. Sick on drugs. Daddy will stay clean for you.
Who are you? Are you my 3 o'clock trick?
It's 6. You shot the money up, I'm sure. Zach is bleeding. Dumped his about cloth. The damn cloth.
Really great stuff. Top grade. I save you some.
Zach has a bruise on his forehead. But I told you I want to be clean. 4 days now, no booze even.
You got a trick?
I did me for 100 on Houston. You know, it really is crap doing that clean.
Give me the money.
You like need it for formula and food for us, and I gotta pay the rent later. $200 a week for this dump, tiny room. Miss, these damn roaches. You know, 200 a week and we got roaches. Indiana, there were no roaches. I'll get this one. It's alright, little dude. Blame the roach.
I said give me the money.
I gotta pay the rent later, baby. Gotta do that crap with those desperate old dudes.
You enjoy it. What are you talking about? You're a little bit of a faggot. I saw the way you stared at Billy the other busboy. You can't get it up of a wash, you faggot.
Don't say that.
Give me the money. I'll pay the rent.
Why do you think I'm some kind of faggot, huh? See, I wouldn't want to do that if...
Give me the money!
I said no! Give me that!
Give me the money, Ralph.
What are you gonna do? Hide your own thing?
I'll throw him out of the window.
You said, give me the baby.
I'm not allowed to dope. I took the dose I was serving you. Oh, I'm such a bad girlfriend. I
Please.
need the money.
Just give me the baby, okay?
I told you we should just sell the kid. There's people and then we can eat. I feel so good, and there's a little bit left for the little. He has wings.
Sorry, sir.
He has wings.
Drugs.
It's your fault for not giving me the money.
Hi, Dean. It's me. I know I said I needed space, but... Will you shut up and listen? I just found out I'm HIV positive. I'm not saying it's your fault. I know. I stayed after you told me and was tested back then. I know, you gave me the apartment. I'm not saying you took advantage of me because I was younger. Listen, we were together for 11 years. I need to talk. I know you're at work, but you're the boss. Hello? Hello?
Got something nice for you.
I'm not interested.
Come on, check out the merchandise.
That's your baby and your husband?
The baby's gotta eat, okay?
What's his name?
Zach.
Where do you live?
In New York, dude.
I know you live in New York. I meant, where's your place, your apartment?
Look, you wanna get busy, dude, and then we can talk.
You see me here, are you even gay?
I'm not a faggot. Zach and I need the money.
I used to hustle. Not too long ago, when I first arrived here from upstate to the city, being gay made it easier.
It ain't easy.
Well, I didn't mean to say easy. It's not that, the stigma of prostitution. I didn't like having sex with people I wasn't attracted to. I only did it for a few weeks, maybe a month. I gotta go.
Thanks. Hey, for 50, Thank you. My baby's hungry. Cheap ass. Thank you. spend more than a quarter. Hey, that apple looks good. Sorry. Sorry, little dude. Sorry. It's gonna get better, okay? It's gonna get better. It's gotta get better. Thank you. Yeah. It's getting better. This is $20. Look, I know $20 can't get us a place, but hey, this was Andrew Jackson. He was president of the United States. Hey, screw you. My kid doesn't need ACS or whatever that is. He's with his daddy. His daddy loves him so much. Yeah, go to hell, lady, and you have a fat ass.
How's Zach today?
Happy he's with his father. What do you think?
I saw you sleeping in the park last night.
I told Zach about the stars. Look, the stars were bright, and a strange light seemed to be in the sky. Like I actually didn't know where it came from. It's beautiful. Being homeless when the weather's nice ain't bad.
There's a baby bottle in there if you need it.
I fed him special formula already. His mom had no milk. We
What?
fed him drugs.
When did you purchase baby formula?
Today. You've got to eat. I don't.
You know, you should get some help. Where did you get the money?
Well, the 20 helped. This dude from last night.
There are 3 sandwiches in there. Where was Zach when you...
Tell anybody else you got AIDS?
I don't have AIDS.
I heard you on the cell phone
I'm
yesterday.
HIV, and no, I only told
Dean?
Dean. You have a good memory. Hey, you were willing to have sex with me, even though you knew that I was...
Infected? Yeah, that dude sucked me and then I screwed him with the lid.
Would you like to walk a bit? I don't have much to do today.
So you work?
I called in sick.
Are you?
In the head a bit, I guess. I feel depressed. So how long have you been living in the streets?
There's a bench underneath the pear tree over there. No pears grow though, so you don't cut them properly. You have to I don't know, I think the word is propitiate them.
Propagate, I think. Very interesting.
Bench is over there. So, have you ever heard of Peter Stuyvesant?
Yes, of course.
His last pear tree died and they left his plaque. I think it's on 22nd Street. Okay, little dude, okay. Shh. Little baby, don't you cry. Sorry. My voice ain't so... It's not good.
It's actually quite nice, very soothing.
So what sort of job do you have?
I work for a city councilman.
Is that a good job?
I like him. The job has potential. Dean would say that he got me the job.
Dean didn't want to talk to you when he hung up on you.
You know, you're very blunt.
He broke your heart.
Well, the other way around, actually. I ended the relationship. So where's the baby's mother?
Early Friday morning. Probably passed out on the floor. She uses. I'm almost 16 days clean. So what do you actually do for this councilman?
I'm his chief of staff, actually. Everyone feels that I can replace the councilman when his term is up at the end of the year.
Can you do that with HIV?
I wouldn't be the first.
You know where I come from? I don't think no one has it. Anyone has it.
I doubt that.
You know, I want to speak better. Like you.
So, when did you come to the city and why?
Last September, I came with my girl Baby from Phoenix. I was cleaning tables and she was dancing at this dumpy club. I came from Avilia, Indiana. My mom died of cancer about 2 years ago. I never saw my father after that, and when I did, well, I had to get out. It clicked right away. She was different then. I mean, we did get high, but never dope. I saw this ad online for the summer acting program in Manhattan. Cost us all our money. We even had to hitch, $500 each. Took us about 2 weeks. They told us we had to audition. We both were not accepted, even though we paid. Tried to get jobs, but had no luck. She did it first, even though we knew she was having my kid. I told her no, but she did it anyway. I saw guys my age and knew what they were up to. You know, I had never done it with a guy before.
No, you don't have to go into any of this.
You don't want to hear it?
It's not that, but...
I just feel like talking about it.
Well, how hard did you look for a job?
Fuck you. You know, I better go.
I'm sorry. Please. I was really speaking to myself. Please continue. No more comments, judgments.
He offered me 50.
Isn't it more?
The streets it usually goes between 50 and 100, I guess. Online is more. Desperation is the wrench that twists the value.
You're a poet.
I like to write poetry. What does that flow like?
Would you like to come to this agency that helps the homeless? My friend Karen is director
Look,
there.
no one is taking my kid.
I
gotta
see
go,
you in
dude.
me and I want to help. I was desperate.
I ain't desperate. I'm not desperate.
You're homeless with a baby. What is he, 2 months? That's pretty desperate.
2 months in about a week. So you were Dean for a long time.
Yes, but I asked him to leave 4 months ago.
You
and
must have loved him.
Sometimes I did.
Did you meet him hustling? Did you feel
The shame. Standing on the corner of Christopher and Greenwich Streets, hungry, angry, not having a place to live, hoping to get some money for food and a cheap dive on Canal Street? I remember.
Dean was a John?
No, actually, he was a director-producer of this film for which I was auditioning. The part required that I be in my underwear, so he had me stripped down. I knew he was into me in a sexual way because his gaze was so probing.
You got the part?
I got the part. It was for a week's shoot in a few days. I didn't have any money yet, so I was staying here in Tompkins Square Park.
Did you get the room underneath the pear tree? The bench is really comfortable.
He followed me, I think. And then, but said it was a coincidence and offered me a place to stay. I knew I'd have to put out. that first day, we talked all night. Dean was a nice guy. I liked him. I was 20, and he said he was 39, but he was actually 45. In the morning, he gave me an offer. He said that I could stay in exchange for sex and possible friendship. I stayed. I got caught in a light, and pretty soon we were calling each other partners. Our apartment, now my apartment, was incredible. Credit cards and lavish gifts followed. I continued to act, but he said, "You'd never be a star." Others disagreed, but I started to believe him, so I went back and got my degree and then my master's. He paid. My friend will help, and so will the councilman.
Look, I'm not going to a shelter, okay? The single father would be the first who loses.
No, I meant get into a program of some kind. You can stay with me until this is all figured out.
So you want sex?
I'm not doing this for sex. I couldn't do that to anyone. I don't know you very well, but I don't want you to hate me and look at me with loathing the way I look at Dean sometimes. I sold myself to him. He was HIV positive. And he didn't tell me until 6 months later. Listen, stay with me a few weeks. Get a job. And let's regroup. I'm doing this to help, not for sex, I promise. But there is one condition. No more hustling.
Okay. Just till I get on my feet.
I'm surprised to hear from you. You haven't called in 3 months since I told you I was HIV positive. What? You have AIDS? Your T cells are 0? And the prognosis? Okay. I'll do what I can to help. Yes. Please call me with the latest results. I guess I can go to the clinic with you as your next of kin. Okay. We'll talk tomorrow.
I feel like nothing. I work 12 damn hours for a minimum wage, washing cars and pumping gas, and the money just covers one doctor's visit for Zach.
Dean wants my support. His meds aren't working. Michael, I said I'll pay for the doctors and everything else until Medicaid and Zach's family benefit comes in.
You know, I've been living here for a while. He's got to know I live here.
We just heard him, Michael. Daddy.
Zach has a birthday in 3 days. 5 months. He only lives a few blocks away, Joseph. He's got to know.
He's never mentioned it. So, did you get on the list at the Printers Union for the job at the news?
Well, I got scared for a bit. They suddenly started asking a lot of questions, even though I was just scheduling an interview. It was like that agency of Karen's, remember? The nurse brought the doctor in, started suggesting better care for the baby.
You just walked out. I remember. I think you were being a little paranoid. I have food for you.
I'm not hungry. Lost bought a pizza. He was nice all day, even though I took off for the appointment.
So, did you just leave, or did you get
They
the
told me
inter-
they would call me in a week or two with the exact date, but I'm definitely on the list, okay?
Fantastic.
So good to me. Look, I'll go put Zach down in the bedroom.
You know,
I'll
it's
come back.
almost 11, and I'm beat. I'm going to go to bed. Do you mind?
I understand.
I could stay a few minutes and talk if you want me to. Are you okay? What? Oh. I'll put down Zach. And you sit. I'll get you a water.
So, is the councilman feeling better?
Michael, he may have cancer. We're waiting for the results of some final tests. I really like him.
I know.
We had lunch, and he told me that if he feels he can't fulfill his duty, he's going to step down. This is silly. You know, he's my boss, and I'm not even sure he's sick. And Michael, I have selfish thoughts. There would be a special election, and he is going to endorse me. I'm partly hoping that, you
Did
know.
he get sick? Well, I'm sure you really don't mean that, but it is like human.
I guess, but I still feel ashamed. You know, before I go to bed tonight, and I usually don't do this, I'm going to pray that he's okay. I'm sorry. I'm supposed to be comforting you. What do you feel?
Well, after hearing all that, I guess I'm grateful that you're not sick. And that I do have a life, I guess. Look, Joseph, I just keep feeling so helpless. You gotta pay for everything. I mean, you know, look, sometimes I do wish that we were having sex. I know look, at least this would make sense, and I wouldn't feel so lonely.
But that's still not a reason to do it. You still might resent me. Besides, don't you know that I'm happy to have you here? I have a best friend. I'm part of a family. I have a kid.
Zach is half yours.
Which half?
Well, you're gay, so you like the bottom half better.
That is disgusting. Seriously. I know what you're feeling, I think. You don't know where your life is going? And you're worried, you're frightened. Don't be. I'm sure it will be okay. You are going to get that job. Listen, sweetie. I have to get up early tomorrow. I'm beat. Do you mind if I go to bed?
Zach has been sleeping through the night lately, and I'll wake up with him, so don't worry. I'll feed him in the morning.
Will you be okay? I do see the sadness.
Try to have faith. we talk, I just keep feeling like I don't belong. Why are you so nice to me? I really don't deserve it. My life is a mess.
Why can't you believe that I'm happy to have you here? You've given me a life. I'm part of a family.
I'm nothing, Joseph.
That is just not true.
I just feel it. Can you just help me?
Okay. For a moment or two, this would make me
I
uncomfortable.
just need to be helped.
You're not trying to seduce me, are you?
Not consciously. But look, I do feel like I would like to have sex.
You have not indicated in any way really that you're gay. I mean, the kiss, the seduction, or guilt, debt, and maybe even gratitude.
But the line is not that black and white.
So, are you gay or bisexual? I mean, I don't believe in.
I don't know what the hell I am, Joseph.
This is
You
not.
know, all I know is that I have feelings for you that make me want to.
This is not fair. You know how I feel about this. I don't want to exploit anyone. I'm happy to have you here. The happiness I feel is enough. I don't
The truth
need
is, you're not attracted to me.
Are you crazy? I have been attracted to you from the first moment I saw you. If you pull off these covers, you'll see. But more than that, Michael, I feel love.
I want to have sex with you. I want to be your lover. I want to get that job at the news and maybe take acting classes. I don't know, at least try to be a star. I want to get insurance for Zach. And not have to depend on welfare that just takes so long to start.
Social services takes a while.
This is not the same as you and that asshole. You'll never be one to me. Unless you want to be. I want you to be. Look, I want to have sex with you because Dean offered you a place in exchange for sex, and you never did that. And I don't want expensive things. You helped me.
He was nice sometimes.
This is different.
I do want you. I may even be in love with you.
What can
I'm so confused.
what can I say to convince you that I mean what I say?
Oh, I believe you. But once we cross the line, there is no going back.
I'm not going anywhere, Joseph. In every relationship, there's a risk. You told me that. Wait, I got an idea.
Michael, what are you doing?
Just wait a second.
Michael!
Will you just hold on?
What does that say?
Well, you may be running for councilman. I thought you could read. Read it.
Joseph, I, Michael Zachary Smith, do solemnly swear under a strong oath that I do not feel in any way compelled to have sex with Joseph Woodruff. I just want to, because I never felt this way before. You signed it. Do you mean it? Michael, the councilman is stepping down in 2 weeks. And there will be a special election, and he's endorsing me. I'm running for city council.
I'll help in any way to get you elected.
You're going to be mentioned, kid.
Hey, which kid?
In every election, the worst comes out. I know my opponent. He knows about us. I think he knows that you hustled. And that maybe even that I hustled.
Well, shit.
Should I drop out?
No. No, we'll do this together.
Yeah. You're gonna be late. Michael, you said you wanted to walk. You only have 25 minutes to get to 37th Street. Okay, Zach. You're gonna be great, Michael. Hi. Yes, this is Joseph. Yeah. This is Joseph Woodruff. I'm calling about Dean Wise. Yes, I'm the one with proxy. The one running for city council. The handsome one. All right. What? His condition has gotten worse since last night? No! He does not want life support. No unnatural. I'll be there within a half an hour. Okay.
I don't want to go, Joseph. I'll never get this job anyway. You know, it took them over a month to call me. The woman sounded put out. I think she knows your former boss arranged it. How is he? And they just called me and changed the time.
Well, the councilman's chemo and radiation are making him sick. But he feels better today. He called. He's coming to my press conference at Stonewall to hear my campaign speech. Oh, I'll take Zach to the sitters.
You know, he's sitting up on his own now. It's really cool.
Totally.
I better get this job at the news. Now that the gas station fired me, you really are paying for everything. Welfare.
What? Michael, it's technically Medicaid with family benefit.
Should keep more to pay bills.
I keep enough. You don't. There is money if you need it. In the canister, in the dining room. Are you okay?
What is it? Dean?
You're very perceptive. Today may be the day. You know, we should get a bigger place. One where he and I did not live together.
The dump I grew up in could fit in this room, Joseph, and there were 4 of us. I'm fine. But if I get the job,
You'll be fine even if you don't. You know, you have much more pride than I ever had. And the trailer that I called home, can easily fit into any one of these 7 rooms, including the kitchen.
Am I gay?
Only you can make that determination.
You know, I had this dream last night. My mom came to me. She was yelling that I was a faggot. I know you don't like that word. Look, I do like what we do, Joseph, more than ever. This morning I just feel shame. I like women better.
I totally get it. And it remains a wall between us. Labels are badly built barriers, concocted, I imagine, justifying prejudice, narrow-mindedness, even weakness.
I ain't. I'm not weak.
Mostly no, Michael, but in this you are.
Oh, well, thanks a lot. Okay, fine. You're not wrong. It's just that my mean and nasty father told me that if I was a faggot, he would kill me. I'm so confused, Joseph. Am I gay?
Focus on the interview this morning.
Did you tell them I was your boy toy?
Well, it's 2001. Boy toys are fashionable, as long as they're polished. Ooh. Ooh.
I think she was mother. Better than the real one.
What time did they say?
I have another hour.
You're not trying to...
I really want to work. I called them to confirm the appointment as I was supposed to. Remember? They told me that. I wouldn't. Fine, you know, I'll prove
Michael,
it.
you don't
Not
have
to
to.
prolong
You don't
any
have to.
mistrust.
You don't have to. Hello, yes, what time is Michael Smith's interview? Okay. Thank you. Michael, you didn't have to call.
Look, I
I'm
get
sorry.
it. Trust is a strange thing. I betrayed it. I know. But look, I am clean almost 6 months. You know, I was embarrassed about being fired, so I lied. Didn't want to go down to Social Security again, so...
I went down without you. I already told you that. I do understand. I'm sorry. But, Michael, mistrust does seep in sometimes. You feel like my partner. And then you just push me away.
I know. I'm sorry. You and Zach, my family, and I will try to get over my homophobic.
Homophobia.
Sorry, homophobia. Getting this job at the news would be a great thing. Stop the welfare crap.
I am proud of you, Michael, but I would not be too hasty about Zach's Medicaid and family benefit.
Okay. Joseph, I wish I could be as open as you are. I'm amazed you're so honest about me. Yesterday, I went to headquarters, pick up a packet to go door to door. They referred to me as your partner.
Did that bother you?
I guess I am your partner. You know, I even insisted upon it. I just feel shame.
I never said much about you. People stop by here and they figured it out. They know we live together. I have never, ever gone into the details about our couple.
Should we make a video?
It'll be a bestseller.
Really start getting ready here. All the best. Hey Joseph, I've never felt this way about anyone. I love you.
Come a long way, Michael.
Are we partners?
In my heart we are. But don't dwell on that until you're ready, okay?
Am I gay? No, I've become. Okay, shit. You know what? I enjoy what we do.
Your redundancy is absolutely adorable, but don't dwell on that and get ready. Be who you are in the moment.
Hello, ladies. Michael Zachary Smith. So you are a faggot, and your door was unlocked. This is New York. Aren't you afraid of heroin addicts or with attitude?
I should be afraid of trash, I imagine.
You were gonna let him talk to me like that?
Yeah, yeah. You know why? You deserve it,
I'm
baby. You
so
know what?
proud of you. Now the whole world knows that you're a faggot and a prostitute. And it says that your boyfriend just wants you and he's paying you
It's
for
what
your
we
services.
talked about and concluded.
Well, now the world knows that. Look, okay, I can like handle this. Are you gonna do what you said? Baby, leave.
Is that your real name? Your parents were quite original.
Listen, Professor. I'm here to see my
Don't touch me.
man and my kid. Don't give me lip.
Are you high?
Just a little bit, but I got some great stuff. What do you say, Iceman? And then I can show you that you're a real man and not a pussy to this
I am a man.
He is a man, one that does not need drugs to survive.
I don't need drugs to survive, just to have fun and escape from this boring world to a great place.
She can see her baby and then just leave. I don't need to be rude, but I can tell you're upsetting him and causing a problem.
You came for money? Yo, here's 50, it'll help.
Oh, and you came to see Zach. Give me 100.
Guess you could, like, love him. But you leave him alone when the heroin calls.
She is welcome here if she wants to see her baby, and maybe even for a meal. But no talk of drugs, and please come sober.
How do you stay clean?
One day at a time. And I talk to someone when I'm having an issue.
You go to the program shit?
Yes, and it ain't shit. It's good. People are supportive,
You do all
baby.
that stupid stuff they say about climbing
Baby, please
steps.
don't hurt this. This is Zach's chance.
But you're not gay.
You don't know what I am. But I'm happy and I'm supported.
Used by a horny old faggot.
Well, that is a correct title, but I would use the word homosexual in that content. A slightly older homosexual with a healthy sexual appetite, but I imagine that words like that are beyond your vocabulary. One who doesn't mind helping a friend. Beyond that, there is no need to worry or speculate about labels. They've all agreed reluctantly to my idea.
I speak good English. I have a year of college and I don't mean anything really except you stole my man.
You were gonna throw my Zach out a window.
I was in a pissy mood.
We're empty for another hit.
It was no big deal.
No
I
big
just
deal.
want to-
No big deal. My kid ain't Superman. Not yet, at least.
Michael, we have to go. I have to get to the hospital.
Where will my kid
He's
be?
more his kid than yours.
Oh, la-di-da. Doesn't anybody care that he's molesting a boy who isn't even 21? How old is he, 35?
Not quite, but over 30.
You know what? I molest him as well.
My speech, which I wrote and then gave to my staff for analysis, will be fine for this occasion. But in lieu of two occurrences today, I feel the need to say some things before I deliver it. The first event, as one might refer to it, was brought to my attention in a rather interesting way by the mother, a most colorful character actually, of my partner's son, Zach. A son who we are both raising. The article claimed that my partner, Michael Smith, is my gay partner, a drug addict and prostitute, and my paid companion. The latter is just not true. I have never received a bill for services rendered, only smiles. Is he a prostitute? Was I a prostitute? To answer both those questions, I'd like you to first think about dreams. We come here from many parts of the country, the world, and see the shiny island of Manhattan as the gateway to the possible, where all our buds bloom to the most magnificent flowers in many shapes and sizes beyond our imagination. Sometimes we're knocked down. Both Michael and I came at different times with the same motive, to be actors, to be stars. The doors would not open that easily. So we were forced to do things that we preferred not, for money to survive. You can hold this past against us, but both of us have risen beyond homelessness and prostitution. The second occurrence is that I lost my former partner. Before Michael gave me love, and as Michael gives me now, Dean gave me a life, one that was needed at the time. He died 28 minutes ago of AIDS. In my sadness, I'm not going to stand here silently and mourn, but shout out, there is no cure for AIDS. As councilman, I will fight and propose legislation to prevent infection. I live with HIV. And I don't want anyone else to have to.
No. No. No, you know, I'm sure they said no. When I walked in, I could tell something was up. I don't know, they said something about quota. I know they saw that article, and I know I'll get a job, No, you know, I think they knew I was dirt and couldn't take care of my kid. Well, maybe I'm not employable. How's that? Give him a kiss for me.
You really should keep the door locked. I was waiting downstairs. I figured you'd be home first. I left my drugs here. We should do them together, and then you can be a real man.
You purposely left the drugs. You most likely wanted to tempt me. Joseph would have thrown them out and even called the police. Get the fuck out of here, baby.
I got a letter from your father. I
I don't want no letter from him. I don't want any letter from him.
You hate him because he turned you into a faggot.
Shut up.
Oh, I know he used to stick his... Oh, I'll try to speak correct like you. He used to stick his penis up your ass.
I told you that when I was high. I wish you wouldn't repeat it.
Read letter. He wants you to come home.
I'm glad you know how to read.
Drug addict, not stupid.
He's homeless. Living in the street. Someone else wrote the letter for. They want me to come home and take care of him. You didn't ask, I bet. You beat me, Loretta.
Remember, you're Iceman and I'm Baby. I need another hit. We didn't want to be like them.
That bastard! God, that bastard! to settle. I can tell how stoned you are. If Joseph comes home, he'll be real upset.
It won't happen, but now we're alone and come party. I waited in the lobby. I figured you'd be home first and even partying when I got back. I know you, Iceman. Don't blame me. Let's leave New York. Let's leave the kid here. That guy was okay with him. We could like sell Joe Puan, my dealer in these cellars in Cincinnati. We could make 500 a day and get high.
No, just stop that, okay?
You're
Just stop.
not gay. You're not gay.
I just want to be clean, baby. Just. You should have never. And now he's.
Shit. Oh, shit. Shit. Iceman. Iceman. Shit. You're dead. Oh.
As councilman, I fought for city legislation to promulgate awareness on many topics that affect young New Yorkers. New Yorkers who are on their own and forced to ride the torrential currents of survival. Many turn to the dark products that this city produces. Though Manhattan and its boroughs sparkle with opportunity and dreams, we often forget its inherent coldness because of its stark beauty, its despair because of its glimmering golden wealth. So I am delighted to herald the opening of Michael Zachary Smith House. Here, across the street from Tompkins Square Park, which, thanks to the magnificent inspiration of our borough president, has risen to help those waylaid and stranded on our shores to rise. My urban bill, which I pushed through Congress, has helped fund this project, but she alone is responsible for its amazing development. As an openly gay congressman, even living with HIV, and soon to be an openly gay senator, I'm not immune to the effects of that blue dress. This is a home where young New Yorkers, many of whom have come here to fulfill their dreams, can come for housing, medical care, counseling, and benefit from the most comprehensive job placement program that this city offers. my Michael Zachary Smith, born in Avila, Indiana, hitchhiked here to pursue acting. He ended up hustling, homeless, hungry, fighting drug addiction, which resulted in, I apologize, this city taking his life. Thanks to the Michael Zachary Smith House. Many New Yorkers will not be forced to sell their bodies and/or turn to drugs and homelessness out of desperation. As senator, I will fight and propose legislation to create safeguards like this to ensure our urban areas. And now to cut the ribbon, our borough president. What? Get your hands off that woman. She's your mother.
This is some sort of practical joke to quell my sexual urge. Believe me, it's working. Is she really my mother? How is this possible?
Baby, you haven't changed much.
I bought an apartment in the building. I moved in 2 days ago. No one has called me baby in years. I'm actually Loretta. Baby was never my real name. It was just something we told people in those days, a way of being different.
In email, I made it clear he had no desire to see you.
When I was looking for a condo, this one came up, and when I realized it was my son's building, I jumped on it.
You gave my father the heroin that ended his life.
And I am aware of that every day of my life.
And that changes the outcome?
Breathe, honey. Breathe, breathe, breathe.
I knew you had Tourette's. I didn't realize.
That I'm a freak?
He's having implants that may prevent him. Zach, should I throw her out?
No, I want to know why she just ran out and left my father to die.
Zach.
Because I was addicted to heroin. I was high. And so messed up that I couldn't see the right thing to do.
You're standing here as my son's hooker.
How else was I supposed to get here? You claimed Zach didn't want to see me.
That's quite correct. And I'm not sure I even prefer to see you now. So your argument is that drug addiction forgives reprehensible behavior, perhaps even facilitating murder?
I think when I think just leaving Michael that day, or even giving him the drugs that caused him to die, I shudder. I shudder, but I have learned to forgive myself. You will be glad when they send the electricity.
How do you know about that so specifically?
Dr. Berry posted about the treatment on his blog. This is supposedly the most modern, least invasive procedure.
Yes, but I have never agreed that your story should go public. You're going through enough, Zach.
He never mentioned a congressman's adopted son. I followed you to the clinic in Chelsea. I sat in the waiting room. They asked for my resume once. They were interviewing.
Do you work or live off welfare?
I'm an attorney, actually.
Astonishing. I didn't even know you could read.
Joseph.
You're quite correct, son. In all honesty, I did know that she was sober at least 15 years ago during the adoption process, and that she was going for her degree. I found out subsequently that she was living in Harlem and teaching.
Most teachers can read.
Only 22 days until they send the electrical pulses and you'll be normal and happy.
I wasn't aware I wasn't normal, and I will be very happy with my son and her father.
I'm sorry.
If you're doing well, I'm glad. To finish what I was saying, I found out about her childhood in Phoenix, Arizona. She didn't have a family, so she was in foster care and subject to abuse. And then she actually went back to Phoenix and worked in foster care, then to LA. She spent a great deal of time in Africa.
You know when I had my last period?
Can you still have them at your age?
Oh, okay. Oh, no. Oh, all right.
Tit, 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 tit.
Are you okay? Okay?
I don't know. which you killed my father.
Was I wrong, Zach, not to give you more information?
No, it would have just confused me. I'm still not sure I want her to be a part of our lives.
I default to you.
But she killed the one you loved.
Not intentionally. She was sick. Sick on drugs.
I'm sorry, am I invisible? Or maybe you're planning a quick way to get rid of me?
So, how did you become an attorney, and why didn't they know about it?
Well, someone asked me to make a wish, so I asked to be a lawyer.
You should have asked for brains and looks.
Joseph. Jet, 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 jet. Supposed to be getting better. I'm in a quandary.
Zach, and maybe the work you're doing preparing for the implants to prevent the tics is causing an unconscious anxiety creating more tics?
There was a massive wind before the hurricane stopped.
No, not quite. Daddy, what if it doesn't work?
We can only try, son.
I spoke to a special doctor. One who has researched the same procedure, and he said the chances of success are 97%, and you have the best doctor. And you were right. I did tour Africa, and while I was in Egypt, actually I met these two brothers who were arrested for drug charges, and one of them had a spirituality that ended.
Spirituality? Why are you going into
Father, listen! Egypt.
And one of the brothers was gay. This facilitated brutal treatment, so my mission now is to help people who are accused of crimes in line with discrimination, and my practice is doing well.
Are you Loretta Patchen? I'm familiar with your cases, but I obviously haven't seen your picture that closely.
She's also the attorney behind the amnesty trial in the terrorist case. You admire her. We discussed it. You called her a credit to open-mindedness and a fine, honest attorney.
Mother.
No, not yet.
So what do you want from us now?
Be a part of his life, maybe?
Well, you say that you were sober many years, and that you're not the same woman who tempted my father with drugs, leading to his death. But clearly you are guilty. And I'm not sure that change is always a motivation for total forgiveness.
Did you teach him how to talk like a little professor?
We have been discoursing since he could read. Since he could talk, actually. I've always allowed him to form his own conclusion.
Did you teach him about sex? He was on the internet looking to get laid.
He's 15 and clever. What do you expect? Teenage boys have high sexual appetites.
Perhaps desires to be normal. Okay, fine. You know, I see it now. Dad, I think you're quite correct.
Believe me, my sexual urges are there and quite strong. I'm tired of having a disease that makes me appear like a freak. Is it incorrect to be inspired to blend into the flock?
You will. The treatments will work, but you will always be different. And in an incredible, colorful way. Oh, you know, even now I spoke to someone who had the same procedure done, and the surprising answer to the question of how is it now was I never realized how unique I was.
Caring from a distance, eh?
Well, I will be glad that the tics will turn into mild pulses not even noticeable. But maybe I am frightened that my crutch will be gone. You know, being so young in college has definitely softened my Tourette's. I have been shielded in a narrow-minded world where intolerance still prevails.
Okay, all right.
Tit, 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 tit.
Do you want me to go to the clinic with you tomorrow to keep you company?
Is it okay?
Are you ready to have her in your life?
No. But as you say, opening the door allows you to see what's on the other side.
I'm proud of you, son.
Meet me tomorrow, after school, at 2:45. I would like you to leave now. I need to speak with my father. Last summer, Dad took me to Tanzania and we climbed Mount Kilimanjaro. As we reached the summit, the guide shouted in Swahili, "Holy, holy."
Maybe let's take it slow.
I hope this works, Zach, and you're not disappointed.
Hope it works too. And that you become senator. Dad, will you come with me tomorrow too? Maybe a little bit more often? I can't do this alone anymore. I know you offered from the beginning, but
Say no more, love. Is there anything else?
I still want to get laid.
Zachary Tyler Woodruff!